Hi, you have tuned in to the Raging Aggron Channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. So this will be our week 6 battle, I believe. And in this battle we're gonna face the Munich Miltanks and my good friend Lors. Lors and I have actually teambuilt together for every week up until this week. So we know each other teams pretty well. Which will make this very hard, because we also know how each other prep and how we think about Pokemon when it comes to battling. So this will be a very close and very hard game. Probably the hardest game so far for me. I have two funky sets in my opinion that might work. I'm not completely sure actually, because when I test battle with this thing, I didn't do any character or so when I test battle. I just play for fun, try to get familiarized with the team and the sets I bring. And it was very hard. I think I lost 1-0 since the coach I fought against, the coach I test battle against, had a scarfed Hoopa, and I had no thought at all that Hoopa would be scarfed. But let's go through his team. Because that will help you understand a bit why I brought the sets I brought. So first up we have Hoopa Unbound, that is a C user. I was 100% sure that he was going to bring a C user when they test battle. He didn't, he brought Scarf, and that fucked me up, so I have changed my prep a bit. But Hoopa Unbound C user will most likely be a C user. I don't really see him doing anything else. Mega Beedrill is as his Mega, very hard hitting, very fast, but I am actually outspeeding the Mega Beedrill with my Scoffer, which is very nice. Then we have Chansey, a bulky Pokemon that I have two sets that can bring Chansey down, and I really hope that I can use them. He might not bring Chansey because he knows how I prep against Chansey most likely, but yeah. And I have a lot of setup Pokemon, so it might not bring Chansey because of that. But he can still do it. I can see him doing it. Next up we have Silvally. Can be anything. I have no clue what it is. So I have coverage for almost every type. It might be a fire type since I don't have that to be able to deal with Aggron. But multi-attack is physical, so it won't do too much to me thanks to Filter. And you also have Mamoswine to deal with that. We're going to talk about Mamoswine later. You don't have Doublade any longer. He traded that yesterday, the day before our battle. Thanks, Lors. He traded Doublade for Bronzong. Since they have the same weaknesses, it doesn't really make anything worse for me. So that's really good. Smeargle, Sticky Web could be up. If Stick Webs is up, I will lose, because I don't have anything that. If he's been able to set up Stick Webs, I will not be able to do anything against his team at all, in my opinion. Both of teams are slow, but I have no speed on a lot of my Pokemon. A lot of my Pokemon are bulky, while his is more attacking. So yeah, that's something that I need to be on the lookout for. Slurpuff could be a very good Pokemon for him to bring. I don't have the best way to deal with Slurpuff. I feel like you're gonna see later how I prep for it, but I don't prep too much for it, but it might come. I don't see him bringing it, thanks to Mega Aggron. But at the same time, Slurpuff does get Flamethrower, if I remember correctly. So I mean, it can do damage to me pretty well, and I can't really touch it back. Next up we have Swoobat. I don't see him bringing Swoobat at all. Mamoswine, very big threat. I have 3 or 4 ways to deal with it, but always actually means that he has to take at least 2 switch-ins on Stealth Rocks to be able to kill it. That's really bad. If he's Scarfed, I will have a lot harder time to deal with it. Next up we have Dragalge. I don't see him bring Dragalge because I have Gardevoir, but at the same time he might bring Dragalge since I have Gardevoir. If he brings a Trick Room team, which he can do, or if he brings Sticky Web, that's actually a very possible bring for him. I can deal with it pretty well in my opinion. because I have P2, I have Mega Aggron, I have God of War, so I can deal with it pretty well. But yeah, we will see. Noctowl is only defogger, if I remember correctly. No, Mega Beedrill does get defog, but I mean, you will not see defog on Mega Beedrill, in my opinion. So yeah, the Noctowl bring can actually happen. I don't really know what to expect from that bring if it brings it. I mean, it's a bulky Pokemon, can do a lot of damage as well. But yeah, I don't really see him bringing it. Next up we have Raichu. Raichu is a very good Pokemon, very fast, very hard hitting as well. If you specs the Raichu Life Orbit, you will do a lot of damage. I mean, don't think I can do, just when I look at this team and I can see stats as well, which you can't. I noticed that I have almost 15 points higher defense and special defense according to him than he has, and I have a big difference in HP as well. So I mean, overall, my team should be able to deal with this team pretty good. I'm pretty sure that my team is slower on paper. Yeah, it's much slower. But yeah, I should be able to win this battle in one regard, but I don't think I will. I have my eyes here on. I might do some changes before the battle. I don't really know. It actually depends completely on if I think Raichu will come or not. Because if Raichu doesn't come, I can do that. But yeah, let's go back to my team. I bring Thunderous, and I have not set the nicknames. One moment. I got it right this time. Nope. So as you can see, I'm not the best with doing that just like that. I'm not the best at changing names directly, but yeah, that's why I have so big problems with the Celts as well. Apocalyptica, Thunderous, Life Orb, Prank Stage, U-Turn, Knockoff, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, 4 in attack, 252 special attack, 252 speed, hasty nature. I will do a lot of damage with this thing. U-Turn is there for... U-Turn is only there because he has a Mamoswine and a Hoopa, and since he has Mamoswine, I can't switch out with Volt Switch. I have knockoff on this thing because if it predicts the U-turn, not the U-turn, the Volt Switch, he will go into his Mamo, and then I can knock off the Mamo, and he doesn't have any item anymore, which is great for me. And then I can U-turn the next turn because it will be faster. Dark Pulse and Flash Cannon. Dark Pulse is only there for... Well, Dark Pulse was there only for the... what's his face? The Double Blade, but now it will actually be pretty handy against the Bronzong as well. This is a good amount of damage. Flash Cannon is there for Mamoswine and for Slurpuff. Next up we have our God of War, and we all know it's Galadriel. Our kill leader, 12 kills in 5 weeks. I think that is pretty good. 4 kills in the last game. God of War, Sticky Barb with Trace, Psyshock, Signal Beam, Trick, Moonblast. 252 HP, 252 special attack with 4 in special defense. I might change this to be 252 speed, but then I will be slower than Mamoswine because I need a modest nature to be doing lots of damage to critical parts of his team. Sticky Barb with Trick is only there because I feel like he will switch in Chansey onto God of War. And the only thing he can do to God of War is actually Toxic me, and I don't really care about Toxic in God of War because it will I will send him late game, or I will send it in for 1-2 turns and just fire off hits. So I will not take too much damage from from Toxic. Psyshock is a free KO, if I remember correctly, on physically defensive Chansey, but I mean it's still, yeah, after I get rid of its Eviolite. But I mean, Sticky Barb is just there to actually get some damage on the Chansey every time. So it's just some cool take in my opinion. But those of you that don't know what Sticky Barb does, It's each turn the holder loses 1/8 of max HP. An attacker making contact can receive it. So the only problem there is that I can't attack it with anything else except for Aggron. So it's a good thing that I almost brought only special attackers except for Aggron. Because I'm really hardly making any contact with it. I can't U-turn because then I might lose Apocalyptica. Because I don't really know how it works if he will get Life Orb and I will get the Stick Barb. I'm not completely sure. I feel like that might be the case, but I haven't looked it up. So I mean, yeah, that's just a cool tech to get rid of the Chansey easier. Next up we have our Mega Aggron Metallica. Mega Aggron with Filter, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Brick Break, Power Punch, 252 HP, 4 attack and 252 special defense with Careful Nature. This thing can wall Chansey pretty well. After Power Punch, Brick Break does 50%, around 50% to his Chansey. And after Power Punch, it's actually guaranteed to hit KO, so that's really, really good. Earthquake is there to just deal damage to things. I might change Earthquake for Heavy Slam, since it was mostly there because of Double-Blade, but since it doesn't have Double-Blade longer, it would most likely bring Levitate since I have Dark Stomp. In the fact that I don't bring. I might change Earthquake for Heavy Slam to be able to deal with Slurp Buff. So yeah, I feel like I will do that actually. I think that will help me tremendously. I'm just gonna do that because I don't really need the Earthquake as much. I mean, it would be good against his Beedrill, but I have other things for Beedrill. It would be good against his Dragon as well, but I mean, I have other things for Dragalge as well. So yeah, I can go with Heavy Slam. That's good call in my opinion. Next up we have our Hate Breed, the Porygon 2. With Eviolite, Trace, Recovery, Tri-Attack, Toxic and Protect. With 252 HP, 4 special attack and 252 special defense. With Calm Nature. This thing can roll especially offensive Hoopa. If it's not special offensive Hoopa and physical offensive, Metallic is my only switch into Hoopa, sadly. But at the same time, I can do a lot of damage to Hoopa. If I can sack something off and then bring in my U-turner, or I mean, I can do a lot of things that actually might help me beat it out of the way if it's a physical one. Because the Porygon is still very, very bulky. It's even very bulky without the Eviolite, which a lot of Pokemon aren't that has the Eviolite, but I mean it's still very, very good. So that can be pretty good. Yeah. Next we have our Halloween. The Gorgai Super Leftovers would not pick up. It was actually pretty fun in the game because anyway, talk about that later. But Leech Seed, Synthesis, Fire Blast, Will-O-Wisp with 252 HP, 4 special attack and 252 special defense with Calm Nature. So the Leech Seed is there to get more damage off. The Synthesis is there to get more health. Fire Blast is there because when it actually deals like 50% to offensive to an offensive Mamo, and it can actually do pretty good against a physical offensive Bronzong as well. Will-O-Wisp is just there to burn physical attackers or burn anything actually. So in the game, in the test game I mean, when it has battle with this team, I actually had to pick up by mistake, and then I picked up Citrus Berry during game when I hit very, very low health, and I actually managed to survive and kill the Mamoswine thanks to that, because the Mamoswine crit me with an Earthquake the first time when I switched in, then it picked up Citrus Berry. So it was really, really fun during the test battle. But I will have Frisk during the battle because I need to know what items he brings so I can play around him better. Last but not least, we have our Rhapsody of Fire. Rhapsody of Fire. Magmortar Choice Scarf with Flame Body. Flame Body. With Flamethrower, Psychic, Clear, Smog, Fire Blast. With 24 defense, 252 special attack, and 233 speed, Timid Nature. this thing allows me to outspeed Scarfed Mamoswine with 1 point. It will also allow me to outspeed regular Mamoswine with 1 point. And Fire Blast deals 75% at max, and Flamethrower does 65, I think. Psychic is there to be able to deal with some other threats that he has, and then Clear Smog to be able to deal with his Slurpuff. I might change the Psychic, because I don't know how much use I will get from Psychic. I might bring something else instead. So yeah, but this is the team that I will bring. Most likely, I might do some small changes since it dropped his Dual Blade for Bronzong, and I feel like Bronzong will turn up. I have a lot of answers for Bronzong, as you can see, but not enough answers in my opinion for his other Pokemon. So if he brings things like... there are a lot of Pokemon here that actually do well against his team, but that might not be the best bring in most matchups. I'm not, just as the last week, I'm not very confident in this team. But at the same time, the last week I won 4-0 with the Scarfed Galadriel, Scarfed Gardevoir. So I hope that Scarfed Magmortar can do something similar in this game. I will look a bit more with Psychic and Clear Smog and see what I should bring. But Clear Smog is just there because I know that he loves to bring Slurpuff with Cotton Guard and Core Mind. That's the reason for Clear Smog. I need a Psychic to do damage on things. I don't remember what things right now. I feel like I brought it for in case he brings his Dragon. But I feel like it would be better to bring Focus Blast or something else that's actually can hit a Hoopa. With Flamethrowing and Fire Blast to do, I will not take up any more time. I need to think a bit more on what to bring, actually, more than I thought. But I feel like this will most likely be the team. And if I do any changes, I will tell you before the battle starts. So yeah, see you in the battle.